These are some problems for Math 120, Chapter 7. 7.4, number 15, 9x to the fourth minus 49 equals 0. This can factor into the difference of two squares, 3x squared plus 7, 3x squared minus 7 equals 0. That means either this one is 0 or this one is 0. Subtract 7, divide by 3. X squared equals negative 7/3, so x is plus or minus the square root of negative 7/3. Take the minus sign out as an I, so plus or minus I, radical 7 over 3, multiply by radical 3 over radical 3. So plus or minus I root 21 over 3. This one, same thing, except that there's a positive after you move the 7 over 3, x squared equals 7, x squared equals 7/3. Take the square root, x is plus or minus the square root of 7/3. Again, multiply by radical 3 over radical 3, plus or minus radical 21 over 3. So my solutions overall are x equals plus or minus I root 21 over 3 and root 21 over 3, plus or minus, of course. Number 19, t, you can think of it as square root of t squared minus 2 radical t minus 15 equals 0. To make the substitution, call this x, let x equal radical t, or if I square both sides, x squared equals t. So the equation becomes x squared minus 2x minus 15 equals 0. Factors in x minus 5x plus 3 equals 0. That means either this is 0 or this is 0, leading me to 5 and negative 3. Plug back into here. So 5 equals square root of t, or negative 3 equals square root of t. Well, that's impossible. The square root of a number can never come out to be negative for real numbers here. So that's out. Square both sides here, and t equals 25. 25 is similar. Treat 2x plus 1 as radical 2x plus 1 quantity squared. So I will substitute this thing as y. I can't use x because x is already in the problem. So let y be this square root stuff. So it's y squared minus 8y plus 15 equals 0. Factor y minus 3, y minus 5 is 0. So that means y is equal to 3 or y equals 5. So 3 is that, or 5 is that. So 3 is radical 2x plus 1. 5 is radical 2x plus 1. Square both sides. This one gives you 9, this one gives you 25. Do the algebra, subtract 1, divide by 2, x is 4. Subtract 1, divide 2, x is 12. They both check. So if you plug them back in, they both work. So both solutions, x equals 4 and x equals 12, do work, and they both check out also. So 7.5, some problems on parabolas. Number 5, y equals x squared minus 1. So they want intercepts. That means when x is 0, what's y? When y is 0, what's x? So when x is 0, y is negative 1. Y is 0, x squared minus 1 is 0. That means 1 equals x squared, or x is plus or minus 1. So our plus or minus 1 comma 0. Formula for the vertex is negative b over 2a. B is 0, so negative 0 over 2 times 1 is 0. So 0 comma negative 1 is the vertex also. So 0, negative 1, negative 1, 0, 1, 0, and there's my parabola. Number 9, y equals 2x squared minus 4x minus 6. Factor out a 2. Factor further, 2 times x minus 3, x plus 1. So my intercepts are when x is 0, 0, 0, minus 6, 0, negative 6. And when y is 0, that gives me x is 3 or x is negative 1. Vertex, negative b over 2a. Negative negative 4 is 4 over 2 times 2, which is 1. So 1 comma, plug in 1, 2 minus 4 minus 6. That's 1 comma negative 8 is the vertex. So here we go. 1, negative 8 is the vertex. 0, negative 6 is an intercept. Negative 1, 0, and 3, 0. And there's my parabola. 17, g of x is half x minus 2 squared minus 4. When it's written like this, the vertex is simply 2, negative 4. That's a 2 there, sorry. Plug in x equals 0. Y is 1/2 of negative 2 squared minus 4. 1/2 of 4 minus 4. 2 minus 4, negative 2, 0 comma negative 2. Set y equal to 0. Add 4, multiply by 2, square root property. X minus 2 is plus or minus radical 8. Add 2, and square root of 8, that's square root of 4 times 2. So 2 plus or minus 2 radical 2, comma 0 are the x-intercepts. So the graph looks something like this. Vertex, and there's an intercept, and these other points are not as nice. In 21, y equals x squared minus 4x minus 4. Vertex is at negative b over 2a. 4 over 2 times 1 is 2. Plug in 2, I have 4 minus 8 minus 4, which is negative 8. So the vertex is 2, negative 8. A convenient point to plug in is 0. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. 4 is also nice because I notice it's 16 minus 16, which is 0, negative 4. So here's 0, negative 4, 4, negative 4. There's the vertex. Graph looks something like that. 31, this is a parabola which opens up because the coefficient of A is positive. So I know it's going to be U-shaped. So the vertex will be the lowest point. Okay, so the vertex is negative B over 2A. 6 over 2 times 1 is 3. Plug in 3, I have 9 minus 18 plus 5, which is negative 4. So 3 comma negative 4 is the lowest point. 37, y equals negative x squared minus 8x. The vertex is still negative b over 2a. The negative coefficient means the vertex is the highest point. So negative b over 2a, 8 over 2 times negative 1 is negative 4. So plug in negative 4, that would be negative 16 plus 32, or negative 416, and that is the highest point on the graph. All right, so these are some problems for Math 120.